94 F150 SVT Lightning. A little bit of bird crap, but paint's good. Headlights, taillights, all that works. One thing to note, there's no fog lights. The 8th digit in the VIN code is indeed an R. You can see there's a little bit of rust, surface rust on top of the windshield in a couple spots. Come over to see on this side, there's a little bit there. Nothing major, it doesn't leak. There's a little bit of, yeah, making a video. Surface rust, looks like the other person sealed it. The bed is rhino lined. It's just dirt from it sitting at an angle. Paint's good. You can still see, you can see the reflective lightning sticker. Body's good. If there are any dents or dings, I've not noticed them. You can tell it's been repainted. I guess there's a scratch right there. A couple nicks. It's a 24-year-old truck. It's not perfect. The worst of the paint you can see kind of on the tailgate, where it's still white, but it's been painted. It's got electric locks. This one has the regular bumper, not the tube bumper. It's got a Reese hitch on the back. The interior, it's got dual tanks. Both tanks work. The guy who had it before me on the front tank replaced the sending unit, and I think he did a crap job sealing it. So if you fill this one up, it leaks a little bit. The back one doesn't leak at all. It only leaks if you fill it above full, so I fill it to about just under full. Not a whole lot of tread left, you can see. Probably need tires soon. Rims are in pretty good shape. A couple nicks here and there. The guy put Sony Explode speakers in the side door. I think this trim is just factory on the Lightnings. The leather wrap steering wheel, factory on the Lightnings. Doesn't have the Lightning floor mats. It does still have the seats in good condition. You can see both of them are in good shape. I think there it is. The adjustable lumbar support still works. There's a subwoofer that's under the center console. I think it's a 12-inch subwoofer. And then the amp is behind the seat. Power base amp. The guy before me installed it. I don't know anything about it. It kicks pretty hard. There's the aftermarket gauges that were installed. Those all work. On here, the fuel and oil don't work because they've been hardwired directly to here. Alpine stereo, which does work. You can see the mirror over there. The knob is rusted out. Pop in the hood. It's the engine bay. Everything's pretty much factory. I've replaced the throttle position sensor and the gasket on the EGR valve. There were a couple hoses that were leaking. I replaced the idle air control valve right here. It was all ultimately troubleshooting the ECU, which I ended up finding out was shorted, which is down there. I replaced the ECU as well. Here you can see the guy's got the oil pressure sender run on this line. It does read oil pressure. It's got a slight coolant leak. I think it's from one of the freeze plugs on the bottom. And then you can see it's got a slight AC leak. I assume it's coming from this switch because it's got all this gunk where it looks like it's leaking. I just haven't fixed it. The AC does work. You just have to put refrigerant in it periodically. On the bottom, She's clean, there's no rust. You're just gonna have to take my word because the light's shit, so I can't show you. There's no rust on the bottom. Even here, you know, inside the doors is solid. Solid on the other side too. Let's see, those are the wrong keys. Start it up so you can see. No check engine light. Flow master's over there. And that's the gist of it. As I mentioned in the ad, it's got a transmission issue where it shifts super hard from first to second. I read online that it could be the clutch pack. I really don't know. So you can still drive it. I was driving it back and forth to work up until I stopped driving it back and forth to work because I bought a Cherokee. But it's still drivable. It wants to stall sometimes, but it normally doesn't. That was why I replaced the idle air control valve. As you heard, it's not like it always does it, but occasionally, more so when it's in gear, it'll want to stall. But yeah, that's it.